because I could never imagine a film that's so deeply rooted in American culture being translated into Indian culture. I couldn't see how it would happen.
I read that it took a decade for you to secure the rights for Forrest Gump. So what was it about that movie that made you want to recreate it?
So it happened quite by accident. It was a film that I had loved. I'd seen it in the 90s and it stayed with me and I really loved it. So one night, this is about 14 years ago, Atul and I, who's a friend, Atul Kulkarni, he and I were sitting and chatting one night, and he and I have done a few films together. And he happened to ask me, what's your favorite film? And I said, one of them is Forrest Gump. 2 weeks later, he calls me up and says that I've written an Indian adaptation of Forrest Gump. So at first I kind of laughed. So he said, no, seriously. I said, in 2 weeks? He said, yeah, in 2 weeks. So I didn't take him very seriously because I could never imagine a film that's so deeply rooted in American culture being translated into Indian culture. I couldn't see how it would happen, but Atul managed to do that, and he did it so beautifully that when I finished hearing it, I felt I had just heard an Indian story. And then the journey for trying to get the rights started, and that took us 8 years.
Not only did you produce the film, but you played the main character as well. So how did you get yourself in the mindset of this character?
The biggest challenge for me was to bring the innocence that the character has, because that's his core quality, his pure, raw innocence, and so pure of heart. Being in my 50s, I realized that my biggest challenge is going to be to unlearn all that I have all these years and try and erase all my experiences. And that was my biggest challenge actually in this role.
थी कि जिंदगी गोलगप्पे जैसी होती है, पेट पले ही पर जावे, मन नहीं पड़ता। क्या पता हमें है